everyone, and welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. The Ducks offense will get the first swing of the game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Wasting no time taking a shot. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it. All
gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They'll try to get outside. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it. Between the tackles, to the outside, get these big fellas running east-west.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will go to work for the first time. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock, and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable.
Coming out aggressively. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Buying some time. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Off the play fake. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Huskers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown.
This quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's
going to take a shot. He's got it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
21, Nebraska, 0.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner will be brought down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stamania. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, looking to throw. Using the quick game. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Got it! And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Oregon! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Ducks want to move quickly. Takes it from the gun on third down. Trying to beat the D deep. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. After the misconnection, it's second down. The play action fake. A strike downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. He wants to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll immediately call timeout.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
He's forced out of bounds, goes absolutely nowhere, not even close to converting, and the defense gets the ball back. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. Bringing it out. And the returner will be brought down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. A really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his...
Unleashes one deep. Oh, makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Getting some heat. Looking for the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the offense. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this morning.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. He'll come out throwing on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown Ducks! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. The circle of life in college football, where one team...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he's running in the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Number 83.
In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Nebraska 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now the play fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Setting up the screen. Still running at the 40. Delivers the contact. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, just taking care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Huskers! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why...
Touchdown, Oregon! And the punishment has been extended. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. He didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
A first down for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than... And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
On second down, wants to throw. Took a shot as he threw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. You were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. You still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. Hard running there. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. And the Ducks will have it first and 10. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people